What's up, Met fans? Welcome back to Talking Mets and Rob. How is everybody doing? Before I get started talking about this Carlos Beltran news getting hired for the Mets front office, don't forget, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit on that like button. If you enjoy my content, want to see more, want to get notified when I post my videos, and when I go live, you guys know what to do. Hit on that subscribe button, everybody. All right, guys. So the breaking news is Carlos Beltran is being hired with the New York Mets in the front office under Billy Epler after 3 years after getting fired from the New York Mets because of the Houston Astros scandal and the backlash that Carlos Beltran got for being a part of that Astros scandal. Short stint with the New York Mets as Mets manager, very, very short, is now back home with the New York Mets in a front office role under Billy Epler, and with the knowledge and the smarts and everything he brings to the game and all the baseball knowledge that Carlos Beltran brings, is going to be a welcome addition to the front office under Billy Epler with Steve Cohen. Steve Cohen, I always wanted Carlos Beltran to come back to the team, and I think this is the perfect role for him to be under Billy Epler. We all know he knows everything about baseball. You know, we don't know what he's going to do as a front office person under Billy Epler because we don't know what role he is going to be in at the moment, but you can only consider, is he going to be an assistant GM? Is he going to be an advisor? He could be filling the Omar Minaya role that Minaya did with the Mets. That's something that is very interesting to look at, but Carlos Beltran is back home in the orange and blue in Queens under Billy Epler. Is very interesting because it is very, very understanding that Billy Epler could be on the hot seat, considering the fact that 2 times in a row didn't bring a big bat that the Mets needed at the trade deadline this offseason, last offseason. Seems like Billy Epler is going to be a guy that could be on the hot seat, and there's a possibility that Carlos Beltran, under the tutelage of Billy Epler and under Steve Cohen, they could be forming Carlos Beltran maybe to be the next GM of the New York Mets. We know he knows the game. He knows everything about baseball. And with the knowledge that he knows and the Latin American players that he is well regarded around, he could be, once again, around the same role as Omar Minaya played with the Mets, where he used to go and scout Latin American players. We know how good Omar Minaya was. I wonder if Beltran, the Mets consider him a big part of that and could bring some good scouting to the Mets organization in Latin America, or knowing that he was hired, even though it was the Wilpon era, when Carlos Beltran was hired, I think a lot of people believe that Carlos Beltran was going to be a good manager because how smart he is as a baseball guy. It's going to be very interesting to see what he does under Billy Epler in the front office. And on top of that, Carlos Beltran left the Yes Network to come back to Queens to work under Billy Epler in the Mets front office. I think it's a really good move to the front office. And Beltran is going to bring a lot to the table. And I think Billy Epler sees that, and I think Steve Cohen sees that as well. If you're a Mets fan, you should really like this addition to the front office. I don't think it's going to hurt at all. And we're going to see what role Carlos Beltran plays in the Mets front office. So that is the breaking news right now that just happened not too recently. The news that Carlos Beltran has been hired by the New York Mets to work under Billy Epler in the Mets front office. So welcome back, Carlos Beltran, to the orange and blue. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, Met fans, let's go Mets.